Testing. Testing. Is this thing working? Can anyone hear me? Just kidding. Hi, Scorpio. It's Lynn from Tinker Tarot. I'm here to do your mid-January 2019 reading. I'm saying testing, testing, because I'm testing these new cards from the Druid Craft. Where did I put the box? Did I put it all the way back down there? Where did I put the box? Well, there's a box around here somewhere, and it's the Druid Craft. I don't know where I put it. I just love the images. It's very similar to the regular tarot or most other decks, you know. And so I'm testing it out. Okay, I'm just getting to know them. And just got them, and I really like them so far. They're really huge cards, and I really like that because you get deeper in, you know, when it's just easy. Like, I see some of these readers on there, and they're just, I don't even know how they can shuffle that fast. It's just like, it's like one of those casino mechanical machines. And I think it's better when they're bigger because you get really focused on them, you know, and trying to handle them and all that. So anyway, let's get to your reading. What are the messages for Scorpio mid-January 2019? What are the messages? All right, let's see here. They're ready. Look at that. See? Everything in its time. Time and everything. This one seems to cut low. It cuts low for the first cut. So far, anyway. So let's see what we got here. Oh, I love the illustrations on these cards. I should say who the illustrator is whenever I find that darn box. I just had it like 15, 20 minutes ago. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Okay, I'm going to need my glasses. Excuse me. So we're doing past, present, future. And, oh yeah, I'm having a special right now, and it's $1 a minute to celebrate 10,000 subscribers, and I think I'm up to 10,654 right now. But thank you so much. I was hoping to before my year anniversary, which is coming up soon. So I just wanted to say thanks a lot. Oh, I'm so happy. But anyway, $1 a minute, minimum 15 minutes, and you get 3 cards for 15 minutes. You get 6 cards for 30 minutes or $30. 9 cards for 45. 12 cards for 60, and anything over 60 is 12 cards plus. Like, it's just, I start bringing in other decks or more. Anyhow, so your first card in your past is the 5 of Cups. Look at these gorgeous cards. I love them. Whoever the artist is, just beautiful work. So the 5 of Cups is about loss but no loss, okay? Especially in this one here. So you can see here that there's 3 cups spilled here beside him. And there are still 2 cups remaining behind him, still standing, still, well, they have some liquid in them. It looks like they're full. But anyway, and he is just so blue. He is all cloaked. He's hiding his feelings. He's so sad and upset. He doesn't want anyone to see how sad, and he just wants to go it alone. And he's only focused on what's going wrong here. And he's not looking at all at what's still going right, what there still is remaining to work on, you know. So, you know, it's a loss, but no loss, you know. This can be fixed. This can be worked on. You know, it's like when you have a fight with your partner or a coworker or something, and you think, oh, geez, now it's going to be so uncomfortable at work, or I don't know what to say to him now. I've said all that stuff, and how do you recover from that? How do you unsay that, you know? So it's kind of like that. But, you know, you can. The next card in your past, and the past I refer to is really anything before today. You know, last week, last month, last year. And so this shows you just completing a cycle, okay? A life cycle. You've learned a lot. You've learned everything you needed to learn from that cycle, and you're ready to move on now. This could have been a marriage, and it could be a relationship, because we see the Five of Cups, but it's what relationship though? A family relationship, a lover, perhaps a work situation, something like that. I don't know, but anyway, you've learned and you're ready to begin again. In a new way, though, with more, no, excuse me, almost choking on my words there, with more knowledge from your experiences that you've had. You're learning from your experiences. And that's, you know, usually you don't move on from a cycle until you have. You will stay in that cycle until you have learned the lessons you were meant to learn. And at each period in our lives, the stages in our lives, we're meant to learn something within those stages, you know, until we're ready to go on to puberty, you know, from childhood to puberty, and then from puberty to adulthood, and so on and so forth. We need to take with us all the tools we're going to need for the rest of the journey now, you know, because it's hard to go on that journey without those tools. You need them. So you've learned. You have all the tools now. You need to go on to your next cycle, your next stage. Your last card in your past is rebirth. Okay? And it's, you know, it kind of says it all right there. It's, and here, it's the child, you know, coming out of the cave, but it's puberty almost. Like he's ready, he's fertile, he's ready to reproduce now, right? But in some traditions now, in some, I should say, cultures, one of the male rites of passage is for him to go off alone. And when he's in between child and puberty, and he has to go off alone, and he has to face his fears on his own. So this kid, he had to go into the cave and stay there alone, and he'd hear noises and have to go without food and survive, right? Because when you come out and you're fertile, you're ready to reproduce, you have to realize the responsibility that comes along with that, you know. You need those to be able to handle this kind of responsibility now in your next stage. So it's a male rite of passage thing. You're a man now. You carry a new responsibility with you now. And there's the guy, you know, sounding the trumpet to announce to the world, to the community, that you're ready. Also, I wanted to take note that at the front of this of this stone plateau, I guess, are all these spirals, right? Spirals. And in some of the Celtic teachings, the spiral is about ever going on. It's almost like infinity in a way. The spiral is forever moving, changing, evolving, spinning. Also, it's creation, right? It's manifesting. Yeah. So, you know, this fits really well with this because, right, you've come full cycle, rebirth, you know, new stage, coming out of the cave, rebirth, ready to take on more responsibility, obviously. You've been through some sort of rite of passage. Now, the... And I think it's from what you learned here. You know, what you've gained and what you've lost in this ordeal, emotional ordeal you went through, okay? In your present is the first card is the Princess of Pentacles. Now, the princesses in this deck represent the pages, so they're like the youngest, youthful energy. And she's looking, okay, the double spiral. See that? So that's the potential for partnership. Double spiral. The male and female, the yin and yang, what have you. So it's when the singular, because these are all singular spirals, it's when the singular goes out and now it's a double spiral. It's suggesting mating, okay? Partnership. And so, you know, this young girl, she's young. I would say perhaps even 13, 15 maybe. And she's looking at this pentacle and she's looking at what is possible with it, what could be done with it. You know, she's got her hand up here like, what can I do? Also, this represents a message coming to you about money. This pentacle in particular reminds me of a frisbee, you know. So it's a thing you can throw and something you can grab onto, like with the frame, you know, you can grab onto that. You could catch it. And so I think she's going to spin this message. Again, I see that there's a couple of different colors of green represents the earth and stability. Pentacles, this could be a sign from an earth sign or a message from an earth sign, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, or it's a message about money coming in. And I think it's an offer. You're getting it could be a job offer. You may have to move to go to this job, because here's the Six of Wands. The Six of Wands has a couple of meanings. Sixes I see as movement cards, taking steps, going out, proceeding. I see sixes as proceeding cards, and as you can see, they're proceeding. They're also celebrating. This person is getting recognized for what they've done, where they brought the project thus far. So it's initial recognition for how far you've been able to come. Also, it suggests travel, like I said, possibly across water. Could be, I think this is travel for work, or it's a message coming in anyway, and it's a good message about, it could be a raise because of of all the efforts you've been in. You're going to be recognized financially, perhaps. Anyway, next you get the Ace of Wands. So as you can see, this is a fabulous card. It's the offer coming in, the possibility. You know, here's the crevice, here's the two lands, and they can be joined together. This can be reached from here by this guy. He can easily make this jump and offer. Also, he's been offered the wand to get across and create new growth. Here, there's like no growth on this side, and here is a tree is growing and doing well. He can see all the potential if he moves on to this new area. Okay, I think it's either a whole new job being offered, a promotion, a new position. I get the idea it's not where you live, though. You need to travel to get to it. Or the offer, no, you need to travel to get to it. You may have to travel for the interview. I don't even think you get an interview because I think you're being recognized. You know, you could be being recognized, and this is on your resume. You know, your resume might really stand out. It might look like this. Wow, like this guy knows a little bit about everything. You know, he could be very valuable to us and what we're trying to do, you know. And so this could be your resume really standing out and someone saying, well, grab a hold of him. We want him over here. We want him over there. We want that guy over there. And it's kind of cool because it comes right after the rebirth, you know, and this is rebirth. And the sun is shining on this. Suggesting the path. You know, there is a path. There is a way. The potential also. And success, you know, the potential for success. I think this is a really good direction for you to go because this sun is right under the rebirth, you know. It's like sunrise and what the sun does for the land, too. Excuse me. I have a tickle. I have a tiny bit of juice here. Ugh, crazy bit of cranberry juice. So, the first card in your future is the Princess of Wands. Now, this is probably another message. This is youthful energy again. She's determined, you know, she's standing there and she is in motion. Like she's got kind of her leg up like a trotting sort of thing. Like, I'm ready. You know, just tell me what I got to do and I'll do it. And orange is, to me, it's reminds me of the harvest, you know, the thought of the goal at the end, you know, what can be done, the possibilities, and fire signs are very much like that, the possibilities, and not just dreamers in this stance, ready to go. Just tell me what I got to do, I'll go do it. I can do that. Yeah, I could do that too. Yeah, give me one of those wands. So she's really ready to go and do it. And you can see she's on a path. She's on a path. She's ready to deliver a message. So, you know, there's two princesses under this Five of Cups. Those two cups, right? And here are two princesses under this Five of Cups, thinking about, oh, geez, I've messed everything up, or, you know, I lost opportunities or things are going wrong. And here come in 2 messages, and I just noticed those 2 cups. And, you know, you're not really paying attention to what's going on around you. You're just so into this, oh, man. Maybe you're thinking all focused on your love life, but around you, your creative life, your whatever other things going on, things are going on, and you're just, oh. I'm just saying maybe, you know. Next to the Princess of Wands, and this is the future. So the present is like these first couple of weeks of January, or last 2 weeks of January. So we're in mid-January. So last 2 weeks of January. And then the future will be February and after, okay? So here's the Justice next to your message of some sort of creative project, goal, where you're wanting to take that Ace of Wands, you know. Plus about your passion, your drive, and your energy that you have, your ideas, I have a feeling. Anyway, Justice is a fair decision in your favor. Justice is about weighing things carefully, impartially, without judgment, you know, to make a judgment without judgment. Do you get what I'm saying? It's a wise reflection on things and a lot of listening, you know. So someone's been listening, I think, to you and your ideas, what you've been through, what you have to offer, really, what you've accomplished, you know. Someone's listening, and they're hearing of your accomplishments, I think they're hearing of your accomplishments, and it's causing a stir. It's causing a stir. Because here is the High Priestess. The High Priest, rather. Okay? So he's like the, who is he like? I gotta check this book. You know, these cards have different, they're a little bit different. And I just want to double check before I quadruple check. Wait a minute. They're all backwards, too. The High Priestess, and, oh, no, where are we? The High Priest, oh, the Hierophant, sorry, the Hierophant, okay. You know, this guy, you know, it's funny, you have the Hierophant and you have the Justice, right? The Justice, like I said, is impartial thought and judgment and listening to make a judgment. And then the Hierophant also does a lot of listening, is impartial, tries to give good counsel. Okay, this could be your religious leader. It could be someone like myself, a reader, or someone who does counseling, your counselor you might go to for guidance. Also, this could be marriage. Sometimes this represents institutions, like the church, like hospitals, government, perhaps. And you know, and he's got those fingers sign up, eh? You know, that used to be the sign for peace back in the day, right? And I like how that the lower mountain is on this side of his hand where the little finger is, and the higher mountain's over here where his index finger is, you know. It's seeing both sides, even though they may not be even, you know, evenly balanced. And the sun shines above his head, right in the middle of his head, showing clarity. He's got the chalice, the sword, by his side as well, which means he bases his judgment impartially between his heart and his mind. So, you know, I'm just getting to know this myself, but he's a leader in the community, you know. Some people refer to him or her as the wise man, you know. They're mature, right? Because they have, you know, this could be who you're progressing to. You know, this might be some sort of, you might be elevated to counselor. Like this position could elevate you to where you're now not the boss, but someone who's guiding people. You have to make fair decisions and give counsel of some sort. Could be in the legal profession, or could be something attached to the legal profession. I said it represents institutions. Could be the legal institution, you know, law and order, or policing, you know, where people have to make fair decisions quickly sometimes, you know, and your reputation precedes you. You know, you've been judged by the community as someone they respect and honor. And so I think you're being elevated to this position. See how he's on the horse there all walking? He sits higher than they do because they trust him. They believe in him or her, you know. And this is the center of your reading. You know, others believe in you. They do. You're being elevated to a higher position because of your own achievements of how you've behaved properly. You know, others have a lot of faith in you. So that is so nice. I'm really impressed myself. And what a nice thing to finally get recognition, because I know how the Scorpio readings have been going over the past year, and you've been really struggling with a lot of stuff, you know, and so finally getting the recognition you deserve, and not in a way like, oh, you know, I deserve this. You've earned it. You've earned it, and finally you're getting it. So congratulations, Scorpio. I hope you like this reading. Please like, share, and subscribe. As I say, I need advertisers to help pay for my time that I put in here. And if you have to watch the advertisements, why shouldn't they have to pay? So when you like, share, and subscribe, that lets my advertisers know that you like me. And so they'll want to advertise with me. And I really like the advertisements I have on mine. I really like all the, what they have attached to me. But anyway. And to subscribe, I noticed a lot more people have been subscribing. obviously, because I'm up to 10,000 now. But still, 80% haven't. So it's free to subscribe. And you don't have to sign up or register for anything. And you're not pestered with a bunch of notifications and stuff like that. So it just is clicking that button and that's it. That's all there is to it. So Scorpio, thank you so much. And I hope this resonates. And it's Tinker signing out.